Summer is ending and fall is beginning. Fall equinox is on the 22nd of September. It is time for harvest. It is time for rest. And I'm going to talk more about that. But I just wanted to show you guys how my day started and just being one with nature, Mother Earth. You dig? Too many times we take the smallest things for granted. When was the last time you came outside and just stopped to smell the fresh air, to literally appreciate all the green land that is around you? When was the last time? If you cannot remember, I challenge you to do so today. So let's talk about this fall equinox, baby. Peace. Peace, love, and light. Blessings. Thank you for tuning into the IC. This is your girl, Crystal, the Raw Spiritual Guru, coming your way. So today I'm going to talk about the fall equinox. So the fall equinox is on September 22nd of this month, 2020. And in this video, I'm also going to be pulling one of our aboriginal spirit oracle cards towards the end to see what our spirit guides have in store for us for the duration of the fall equinox until the winter solstice. So if that's not your thing, that's going to be at the end of the video. So at first I'll talk about the equinox. So the fall equinox is basically a time of harvest. So it's the time where you basically rest, you gather, you basically plan for the winter. So it's the harvesting time frame. So it basically is the time where you should basically prepare for the winter. So summer is over. Now fall is beginning. The fall equinox is September 22nd. So that's when fall begins. So that's when you'll see the days grow shorter and the nights grow longer. As I stated before, it's a gathering time. So you basically, it's preparing for the winter. You're basically trying to get everything you need to be able to just rest and really work on your spiritual self. So another thing as far as with the fall equinox, and I keep calling it the solstice. Oh my gosh, forgive me if I said solstice. But another thing with the fall equinox is that the fall equinox, it is a turning point to transform your life. So this is the perfect, not even perfect, the opportune time to work on your spiritual self. So whether that's visualizations, affirmations, meditations, this is the opportune time for you to work on your spiritual self. This is basically the time for you to create. This is the time for you to literally manifest what it is you truly desire. This is a very spiritual time as well. As I stated, like during this time, you definitely should aim to meditate, aim to work on your spiritual self, because you're preparing yourself for the winter solstice, which is in December. And it's already going to be a spiritual 3 months. These next 3 months after the fall equinox is going to already be spiritual. The energy is going to be very, very intense. Okay, regardless if this is your thing or not, you can feel that something might not be right. I ain't gonna say right, but you're gonna feel some intense energy. I'll say that. So it's best to go within, to get quiet, to silence yourself, stay a little still, and really try to get your spiritual self together for the next 3 months, because it's going to be a spiritual month. Aside from the equinox, I know that every October, since I've become more and more aware with my divinity and you know, learning more about the energies and things like that. It seems like every October I wear hair wraps, and I'm going to do it this October too. Hair wraps is like a sacred it's a sacred practice that happened in the ancient times, where you'll cover your dome. Um, so basically, you'll cover your dome to keep your energy within. And I'll do a separate video on that. That's another topic. But I tend to use and wear hair wraps, especially during like the highly spiritual months. I usually always do it for October. October is a highly energetic month. It's just energies everywhere. And you know, aside from the fall equinox, you should definitely be looking more into your spiritual practice and like trying to protect yourself. But going back to the fall equinox, okay? Like I said, it is a powerful time for you to manifest, to visualize, to use affirmations, to basically create the world that you're seeking, because it might be seeking you. You just want to also know that things are going to change and they're not going to return to what they used to be. So you might have a lot of changes that take place and they just won't return to what they used to be. So you'll have to accept that. So another thing, like with the fall equinox, you have to, as far as health wise, this is the time that you should pay more attention to your lungs and your large intestines. Now, as far as that goes, like if you're a smoker, I know it's not easy to stop smoking. Can you limit your smoking? You know, like you want to, especially with everything that's going on in this world in general, you just want to like take care of your lungs and your large intestines, because this is going to be a high time where disease can easily take place in those two areas of the body if you don't manage them well. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. I'm not sure if that message was for someone, they needed to hear it, but you might need to be a little bit more easy and pay more attention to your health, especially those two areas within the fall equinox. Some other herbs that you can like look into during this fall equinox time. Well, I'll say, well, scents first. So some scents that you can use, like if you burn candles or you use incense or you use like the oil incense, you can use myrrh, you can use pine, you can use I'm trying to think of the scents. I don't want to get them mixed up with the herbs. You can use sage, or you can use sweetgrass. Those are nice scents for the fall equinox. Now, some herbs that you can use rosemary. You can use myrrh still as well. No, not herbs, sorry. You can use rosemary. You can use sage. You can use apple. I'm just trying to give you some that I know you probably have easy access to. You can use walnut leaves. You can use saffron. Those are some herbs. Some crystals that would be good during the fall equinox. The moonstone is a good crystal for the fall equinox. Tiger's eye is a good crystal for the fall equinox. And I'm trying to think. Well, as far as like the tiger's eye is like, it's going to give you the practicality that you need and the introspection that you need within the fall equinox. And then like the moonstone will help with balancing. So another stone that will help with balancing that might also be good for the fall equinox is sunstone. So that was just a short and sweet message about the fall equinox. It's going to be a highly spiritual time. So I really, really encourage you to practice some spiritual work. If you never really meditated, it's a lot of guided meditation. I always say start with the guided meditation so you can get used to it, and then start just listening to frequency sounds and trying to like go within on your own without anyone guiding you on what to do. Okay, guys, so that was my fall equinox video. So let's see what your spirit guides want to say to you for this fall equinox. So we're going to just pull one of the cards. See what they have to say. So 2 came out: balance and ancestral wisdom. So intuitively, what I'm gaining from this is basically, as I stated before, your ancestors is telling you right now that you need balance. They are telling you that you need to go within to listen. You need to go within to listen. They are trying to give you messages. They are trying to guide you to a higher knowledge. They are trying to basically tell you that this is the opportune time for you to gain the higher knowledge that you need, because you will be preparing yourself for the winter solstice. But not only would you be preparing yourself for the winter solstice, you will be basically using your law of attraction skills, the manifesting skills, to visualize the life that you want. You'll basically be creating the revelations that you want in your world. And on top of that, you will be in balance with your true self. You will gain balance and you will be in balance. So I'm going to just briefly read what it is on the book. Alrighty. So, ancestral wisdom. Wisdom is passed from generation to generation and from one life to the next life. Although this knowledge may not always be easily remembered in this life, these memories can be accessed if you choose meditation. Learn to work with your intuitive energies and trust the messages and feelings that come so easily to you. It just takes a little practice of quiet time and meditation to hear the messages of your ancestor wisdoms. The key is to trust in these messages. Yep. Balance. It is time to reevaluate. Time to throw out those things that no longer serves you. It's tricky. It's a tricky time because you never know what you may need for later on. For now, the energy involved in maintaining some relationships is too much for you. You are consumed with keeping everyone else happy, and this is taking a toll on you. Find balance. Find a balance of people in your life who don't require too much maintenance. Make time in your life to allow these people to enhance your life and to give the love and attention that you should rightfully have. So this balance is basically talking about the relationships that you have in your life. But when I interpret it myself, you still need to seek balance. So even with the relationships that you have in your life in general, how is the relationship that you have in your life with self? How is your self relationship go? Is it that you put all your time and energy into other people that you forget about yourself, that you forget to cater yourself, you forget about that your ancestors is trying to guide you and give you messages to get to your higher self, yet you continuously put others in front of you? So that's my fall equinox message, as well as with my ancestral cards for you guys today, the Aboriginal Spiritual deck. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your girl, Crystal, the Raw Spiritual Guru. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video. Thank you guys. Peace out.